Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 13 and 14 of the Stardew Valley Skull Cavern run. Got a bad luck day today, it looks like. And we are going to be chopping down a couple trees here to make some room because we're going to want to be planting the kale soon, probably tomorrow, and then heading to the mines. Got that third chest up just because everything was getting a little full. Saying hello to Linus. Smelting the copper and the iron because I'm going to need those for the basic sprinklers once I do cut all that kale down, and that'll cover me for the rest of the season, just to do next to no watering. We got 40 levels in the mines when we came down, the other day. Went from level 10 to level 50, and already off to a pretty good start here. Already level 56. I believe we get, I don't think we get 40 today, but I do think we get a good 35. And even on a bad luck day, I mean that's just how good the combination of the gold pick that's killing that's knocking out all the rocks in one hit, plus a weapon that actually can damage these enemies. Of course, once we get down to gold levels, the trident will be worthless, as would even the glaive would be not very great at the. Lots of guys in here. Even the glaive would not be very great at the gold levels. Basically, you want to avoid fighting if you don't. You definitely want to avoid fighting if you can't get the glaive or the trident from fishing, or at the very least, maybe get a nice weapon drop like the wooden sword or the mallet would be not horrible. But then once you get down to lava levels, you want to avoid fighting if you can anyway, until you're able to get the obsidian edge. Which, on this playthrough, I really should only have for a couple days, ideally, because I'll be in the Skull Cavern not too long after. And hopefully I can get a shard so that I can upgrade to the Galaxy Sword fairly soon. I mean, already down to 70, and it's only 7 p.m. The one thing about it is, I'd say possibly the easiest stretch of 10 levels are the last 10 of any setting. The 70 to the 30 to 40, 70 to 80, or 110 to 120. I mean, obviously there are way easier levels out there, but that set of 10 is pretty fluid. And yeah, I mean, made it down to gold level in basically just 2 days, so could make it to the bottom of the mines the following day, except that I don't, because I have to take a short break, as you will see soon here, to start planting the second crop of kale. Looks like I figured I didn't have enough time to make it down to 490, so I would just do a little bit of ore spelunking. Apparently, the 30s have the highest, according to the wiki, the 30s have the highest copper drop. So it's more efficient to hit those floors than to just keep hitting floor 20 like I typically do. So I'm alternating here, 20 and 30. And it does seem like I get like a good share of copper ores on 31. But day's done. Getting ready to take my stuff back with me and pass out. And the next day will be kale farming. Gotta get that recipe. Don't want to forget that. And that's enough for level 2, which means that the next day I will get the basic sprinklers, but I want to start laying it out. I left all my stone in the mines, so that what I'm doing here is I'm getting enough stones to get some cobblestone pathways going to help me kind of place out where I need the sprinklers to be. I do make a couple mistakes, literally 2 mistakes. I leave 2 plots of land tilled that I should have untilled. The one next to the green bean and another one near it. So throughout at least that first harvest, I'm going to be needing to cover 2 plots with manual watering. To be completely honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the most efficient thing right here, because this is the first time in the hundreds of hours I have put into this game that I've ever used basic sprinklers in even such a small significant quantity. I usually get a basic sprinkler. I craft the one for the craft everything achievement. And right now I'm just doing some math to figure out what I need to sell in order to get the kale seeds that I need. But so I do the one and I craft that one. Oh, it's Haley's birthday, but she catches me digging through the trash right before I give her a gift. Lovely. And then maybe I'll use 1 or 2 if I have like a beehive section on my farm. I'll use a basic sprinkler next to a couple of flowers and a scarecrow. Beyond that, I just don't use basic sprinklers, especially in a pattern. So I just kind of had to wing it with this. And I do end up watering today, even though I don't technically need to. In order to get this done in time, you will need to have this second crop. I plant 70 or 72. No, I plant the 70 seeds because I calculated that with all the rice shoots I was getting, I didn't actually need to do what I thought I was going to need to do, which was 88. If you're really just planting those 15 parsnips, then you need 88 and 88 on top of you need 25, 88, and 88 kale seeds. But with the mixed seeds I got and the green bean and peat seed that I had to purchase and all those rice shoots, I did the math, figured out that I could get away with just 70 seeds and 70 seeds. So that's what I ended up planting. They need to be watered by Monday the 15th, and then every day thereafter if you want to get the level 6 farming in time to set up your farm on the last day of spring, because you really want it set up in spring so you don't have to worry about trying to set it up in the first of summer along with planting and everything else that happens there. So I do buy myself a day here, basically by planting a smidge, by watering a smidge early. I actually water today, so it means I don't have to water tomorrow. And now my goal is to basically get those ores for the sprinklers, on top of still getting to the bottom of the mines. Getting those ores for the sprinklers as quickly as possible so that I have to do as little watering as possible. Finally got the obsidian edge. And I can get rid of the trident. It was helpful, but it has outlived its usefulness. Going out of the way for quartz here if I can. That's what you really want. Once we start being able to hit the Skull Cavern, we can get copper, we can get iron and gold in fairly significant quantities that will really only be hampered. Oop, almost died here. That was a rough one. Charged them blindly. Will only be hampered by possibly bomb crafting. So we might have to watch our bomb crafting so that we don't run too low on the ores that we're going to need, because we are going to need those quality sprinklers. But that said, there's no way to really farm the quartz. But that's it for this one. Next time we'll try to finish the bottom of the mines and see if we can get those buses opened. See you next time.